What is going on, y'all? I am KM Best, and after the Forge change in the recent OTA, I went looking for good decks to slot him into, and I came up with one that I think got a serious boost with the Forge change: Deadpool Destroy. So, full disclosure, I did not come up with this. I pulled it off of untap.gg, so I do not know who made this. If you do, please let me know in the comments. I will edit them into the description. And I just took it for a couple of spins in Conquest, and I came away absolutely shocked at how big of a difference the Forge change made. And just such a unique usage of cards like Iron Lad and Lady Deathstrike. This sort of configuration, I feel like, is not something that I actually expected to be good. It's not something that I've ever played with before, a destroy deck with this style of build. All the previous versions of Deadpool Destroy I played were very much focused on, like, at least having a Taskmaster in there, sometimes an Arnim Zola. And what I like about this build is that it gets to play the deck in a more mid-rangey and straightforward way. And I think that that appeals to me, and it'll appeal to you if you're a certain type of player as well, because you have this ability to go over the top, but you also have this ability to, like, play a relatively fair game, and you have the ability to remove obstacles with Lady Deathstrike, which is actually quite important for this specific build. If you do not have Lady Deathstrike, I would highly recommend you go for one of those Taskmaster style builds of this list that are more equivalent to Shuri than they are to this. Starting us off is Ryan Reynolds himself. Deadpool is the primary card that you're going to be attempting to blow up as much as you possibly can. Now, I will say he almost takes on a bit of a secondary role in his own deck, because the way this deck is constructed, you definitely need to be blowing up an X-23 in order to get that null out, or to do null plus Deadpool on the final turn of the game. But he is still your primary points engine of your destroy package, and while you aren't built around him the way a Zola Taskmaster deck would be, you are built around him in the sense that he's one of your most effective plays. The change to Forge, apologies for my pixel Forge, has really added a different thing to this deck, and by different thing, I mean he dies to Killmonger now, and that actually really matters when you're looking to discount death. I know people are going to look at this and be like, how can you discount death? You're not playing Mobius. I get it. Just wait a little bit, okay? So Forge going to that level, dying to Killmonger, he is now a more useful card in this archetype than he was previously. In addition, now you actually get to fit him into that curve early. Generally, if you had a Deadpool, you were going to hold it until, like, you'd go Forge into Deadpool on 3 with a Carnage, but now you can really fit that into your curve. You go Forge Deadpool on 2, and then a 3-cost Boom Boom guy. That really helps a lot. And I think that that is the main advantage that Forge brought to this deck, and I think that this deck was already quite solid in previous metagames. It was already fairly good, and now with this Forge change, some of the clunkiness in the list that would cause you to be unable to actually execute your game plan some of the time is now significantly alleviated. He fits your curve better, he dies to Killmonger, gets your death cheaper, all good. Nova is the card that I am the least sure about in this deck. He feels like he doesn't do a ton in this list. It feels sometimes that the major risk that Deadpool decks have is they're just too much air. And while I will say the inclusion of Iron Lad and Lady Deathstrike as just like curve plays on 4 and 5 does alleviate that, I do wonder if there may not be a more impactful card than Nova here. I do want to point out there is a specific mechanics thing you need to do with Nova. If you play Nova and Deadpool in the same lane, you are going to want to play the Nova before the Deadpool. This applies to pretty much any card that you want to get the buff onto, but not X-23, and of course, it does not apply to Wolverine as well, because those cards are going to live anyway. X-23 is actually more important in this list than she was in the Taskmaster builds of the deck, and the reason for that is because you desperately want your endgame to be big Deadpool plus big null. And the way you can make this your endgame is either playing a null on turn 5 after killing X-23 on turn 4, or by playing Null and Deadpool on turn 6 after killing X23 on turn 5. I do not think this is a real deck without X23 in it. I think she made an immense amount of difference in terms of the archetype, and she is one of, if not the most powerful card in the entire deck. This is not an archetype that I would ever make a video about without X23 in the deck. At this point, I can think of absolutely no other card that can replace her. She is phenomenal, and I do not think there is a budget replacement for X23. You probably know why we're playing Carnage in our Destroy deck. It has the massive superpower of costing 2. And when things cost 2, they are generally more able to fit into your curve, and that's a good thing. When you are able to get some power onto Carnage, that's cool. Mostly what he's there for is blowing up Deadpool and blowing up X23. Sometimes he blows up Wolverine, mostly he does the other two things, because that is what the deck is built around doing. Wolverine is like your sort of sad boy backup plan when you just draw absolutely nothing other than Wolverine and some guys to blow him up. It's not the worst thing you've ever done in your life. There are a lot of decks against which, that's like a fine thing to be doing. You like Forge Wolverine, then just blow it up 3 times. It's not the worst thing of all time, but it's not what the deck is meant to do. The deck's high rolls are with cards that are not Wolverine for the most part. And so do be mindful when you're doing this Wolverine stuff that it doesn't trick you into staying into games that you should leave. You're gonna want to leave when you aren't doing your stuff. You can stick around and, play it out sometimes, but if they're snapping you and you're doing the Wolverine plan, you better have a really compelling reason why that Wolverine plan lines up well into what they're doing. Killmonger is even better than he used to be, thanks to Forge now costing 1. You get to blow that guy up 2, get an extra discount on the death, get some additional power on the null, not like it really matters, but hey, they just took a point off of Shuri, so clearly 1 point of power is an important thing to get. This is a great card in the list, and I think a lot of people are not really expecting Killmongers right now. They will out of a Destroy deck, to be clear. You're not going to catch anyone off guard by running this in a Destroy deck, but if you're on ladder and you haven't really played a lot of stuff early, maybe you can get some value out of it regardless, because it does put people in situations that right now they're not exactly prepared for. A lot of decks are not prepared for a Killmonger the way they might otherwise be. They rely on things like priority in order to protect their 1-drops, and you will have to consider that when playing this card. Mostly, though, what this guy does is mitigate the randomness of X23 jumping around and get her out of bad locations. If you play her somewhere and that turns into nowhere, you can use a Killmonger somewhere else to get her out. That's kind of the main thing that this guy does that the other Destroy cards do not do. I'm going to replace all of my audio here with the sound of the song Venom by Eminem, where he just goes... I am going to get copyright struck for that. I understand that. I'm dead to rights. You caught me. So this card is probably the best Boom Boom guy at this point. It's so much better than Deathlock. It's actually not even funny how much better than Deathlock it is at this point, because it is almost there are very few scenarios. Literally the only scenarios where Deathlock is better is when you're playing a Deathlock on a blank lane. And that's kind of it. It is just immensely better to play a Venom in almost every single situation this deck encounters. And yeah, Venom is a natural fit with Deadpool because Deadpool gets increasingly large. Venom can also get increasingly large. So you are going to want to prioritize using other boomers if you think that you're going to get that value back by getting a Deadpool into a Venom with 8 or 16 power. Iron Lad might be a weird choice for this list, but I find it alleviates a specific kind of bad draw. And that specific kind of bad draw is when you have all your early guys and none of the guys that eat them, right? And so when you're in a situation where you have just a Deadpool, a Nova, an X23, when you're in that spot, Iron Lad is usually above 50% to be something like Killmonger or Carnage or Venom or Lady Deathstrike. And it's going to be one of those cards because if you had them in your hand, you wouldn't be in the bad situation of having all the 1-drops and nothing to do with them in the first place, because you clearly don't have them in your hand. They're in your deck. Iron Lad's usually a pretty good facsimile for them. Usually it ends up being like 75%-ish to hit something when you're in those situations. And that's the main role this guy serves in the deck, which is just like a consistency tool that's also just like a really good body. Just a 4/6. It's just totally fine with legitimate upside. I have enjoyed it so far. I think it's pretty solid. And of course, if you hit Lady Deathstrike with it, you get to just like run around the room celebrating because it is wild to do that at 6 power. Which Forge can also do with Lady Deathstrike. This is the sort of linchpin here of how the deck is able to kind of compete right now. And kind of compete. This is important, right? When you look at the metagame right now, the overall metagame that we see in Marvel Snap at the top end tends to be a lot of 2-cost cards with very powerful effects, and not many of them are actually the stats on them are the issue. The issue is the stats they give to other things or the effect they have on the game. An example would be Mobius M. Mobius or Elsa Bloodstone. These are cards that Lady Deathstrike will blow up that are the linchpin of opposing game plans that are very specifically then not very good against you as long as you get to the Lady Deathstrike. And that's her main thing, is that people don't really expect her to be in a deck. And so they expect to just like, oh, you're a destroy deck, I'm going to play Mobius and Snap, your death is dead, right? And then if you Lady Deathstrike that is a massively cube positive kind of play. So that is the main thing that she does. But like blowing up an Elsa is very solid. Usually blowing up an Elsa on turn 5 or turn 4, if you can accelerate to it, is removing something like, 9 power from the board on the final turn of the game. Like, especially if you have priority, it's usually very important to blow up an Elsa. It's a very, very, very powerful card, and getting rid of it is quite crucial. I have not run into anybody who plays around Lady Deathstrike yet, but like I said, I haven't played this deck as much as I play some other decks. I thought it was an interesting shell, and I wanted to share it with you. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and explain why we play Null in the Destroy deck. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and explain. Wait, no, I actually am going to sit here and explain because I wouldn't necessarily hate you cutting Death, honestly. I think the main thing that she does is give you another like relatively large body on turn 6, but you are genuinely lacking a lot of the tech cards for this. And I do think that, while I do think this deck is strong, if you don't draw Lady Deathstrike and they do draw Mobius, it's like, okay, that's really, really annoying. She's an actual dead card if they're playing Mobius. However, one thing that I've noticed is there have been less Mobii in the metagame recently. I have seen less of them. I think people have gotten maybe a little bit complacent, which does give this deck a genuine avenue to attack. Now, before we jump into the gameplay, I just want to let you know that this deck is definitely not something that I have put through the normal stress testing at high infinite that I do. Normally, when I play a deck and I put it on YouTube, I'm like, oh my God, I played this for a jillion games against amazing players. I didn't do that here. I was coming toward the end of my stream, I stumbled upon it, I was really impressed, and so I made a video. But I do want you watching this to understand that. And I also, that means, if you get mad at me at the comments, that means you didn't watch this far, don't do it. You should watch this far and not get mad at me. You're not allowed to get mad at me. If you take my deck and it doesn't work for you, that's on you, not me. It's not my fault. It could never be my fault. As always, I am KM Best. Stick around for some gameplay. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Omega Dumb Show. Oh man, they're going to actually make me play? We're learning it. Yo, I said the league. Sorry, I missed it. Yeah, tall guy. Yes. They're making me play. Normally I'd leave on this, but this is actually just like, it's content now. We're doing content. Yo. Yo, we're doing content over here. Hey, I'm contenting here. Hey, I'm contenting here. All right, here's what's not about to happen. Wait, hold on. Okay. We are so fucking likely to hit a thing that goes boom if we make this play. If we make this play, we are so fucking likely to hit a thing that goes boom. But I'm going to do it minimalistically because I don't want to get fucking Professor X'd. Yeah, see, we hit a thing that goes boom, but this way we do not get fucking absolutely fucking mentally dominated by Professor X. You feel me? There we go, right? Like, that is exactly the thing that now no longer takes a huge, wild shit on us. You feel me? It no longer takes an enormous doo-doo on us. Big doo-doo. We have successfully avoided shitting our doo-doo ass. We have successfully avoided shitting our doo-doo ass. I wanted to do it so bad, but we successfully played around the world's most obvious Professor X. Making me fucking play a Proving Grounds, you piece of shit. Come on, dude. Let's go. Wesley. I swear to God, as soon as he wins one game, I'm just going to leave the entire thing. Wesley. Tell me as you wish, dude. Why didn't we Venom Nova right so we could Death Null on 6? Because it wouldn't actually let us Death Null on... Oh, yeah, it would. Because I did the math wrong is the answer then. Because I did the math wrong is the answer you're looking for there. I did math bad. I was like, that'll only make death 1. And then I forgot that we got extra energy from this lady. X23 so OP. Chomp. Oh. Somebody's getting fucking Lady Deathstruck. Someone over there is getting fucking Lady Deathstruck. It's not now, though. That comes later, right? Now we do this. Now we do this. Then next turn we go, oh, Dad, she won't even kill him. Well, she'll kill the Mobius. She won't even kill the Deadpool. Whatever. We're still doing it. What are we, fucking stupid or something? Goddamn. Reality's nuts, motherfucker. All right, so chomp him. Whoa, get out of here, dude. It's the Proving Grounds. Why are you playing me like this? It's so painful. How close is Destroy being tier 1? Shit, if this is any indication. If this is any indication, it's fucking busted, dude. Greatest deck on Earth. We pass. We need to draw a Deadpool X23 Wolverine here. Which is, 75%. That better be a Reality Stone. Okay. Just checking, buddy. That'll work. It's not my favorite thing, but it's not the worst one either. Killmonger kills a lot of shit, actually. Oh my god. I don't know if this is smart, but I'm going to make it. I don't know if this is big brain, but I think it's okay. If that's a Professor X, this is the funniest play of all time. If they actually proc this, it's... Oh no, we still lose it, right? We still lose it because of the Asteroid M. So, okay, if they profit, we're actually in some amount of trouble unless the X23 stays. Oh my god, she's so good. What the fuck? What the fuck? That should be illegal. She's so busted. She's so fucking busted. Holy fucking shit. We play our death now, they have Mobius. That is correct. Do we just, like, make a big fucking Venom, send it to Asteroid M or something like that? Do they possess Shang-Chi's? Right, that is the fundamental question. I think we just try to throw Prio here. The other question is, do they have Eliath, right? We can't really... We're forced to choose. I'm just gonna do, this. I refuse to choose. I'm not fucking choosing shit, dude. You can't make me choose shit. Now I get to pump the middle without worrying about that shit. Fuck, what do we do, though? Just, like, put 10 on Asteroid M? Or do we go munch? We munchin'? How we handling this? How we handling this? That's how. Lady D and Deadpool? Get fucking proving grounds, fool! Hey, we're out of here, dude. Do I have to make a video about this? I was gonna make a video about, like, Elsa and her little package. Do I have to make a video about this shit instead? The fuck? Chavez mod check. I think Destroy is actually a perfect example of the kind of deck they want to be making. Oh my god, wait, no, oh god. You know what? No, that's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have. Let me leave. Fuck, I'm so sorry. It's my fault. It's my fault. I guess we're playing an actual game. All right. My bad. I guess we're playing an actual game. Sorry. Jesus. Cut that the fuck out, please. Order? Oh, shit. Do you know what's fucked up is I thought about it, and I was like, no, that's the right order. I thought about it, and I was like, no, that's right. I was like, yeah, I want the Deadpool down so that way it'll see it. No, fucking moron. Dumb as shit, idiot. Oh, man. All right, am I going to win or am I going to lose? No. I'm not thinking about it. I'm so sorry, guy. I was going to retreat, and then I was like, well, actually, if we don't retreat, this is like a good game to show. Why'd you say sorry? Oh, it's Proving Grounds, and I'm a firm... Hold on. We're gonna fucking 6 Lady Deathstrike them on Avengers Compound, aren't we? Please don't turn into Compound. It should Duck Doolittle. Oh. Never mind. That guy's fucking big as hell. Okay. Compound. All right, so I would say we're probably winning. Not positive, but probably. Okay. I don't love that. Cards in deck are either death or big. Cards in deck are either death or something I can play with Carnage. No. Okay, most of the cards in deck are not something I can play with Carnage. Losing out on X23 here actually does suck. Null's a bad draw now. The rest are good. Iron Lad could be null. Iron Lad could be null. All right, we're going to play the Great Web Lottery here, I think. I think our only reasonable shot is to just play the Great Web Lottery and be like, yeah, we're getting lucky. We're getting lucky. Oh, we could have just filled it up. Yeah, that also makes sense. Ooh. Ooh. Probably worse for them. Given the context of my hand, I wasn't really going to get a lot out of that. Ah, they drew X23. All right, that's not good. I'm going to hold that. My curve right now is not thrown off by it. Plus, it could be valuable later. Okay, this is cool, right? Like, this is... We go like this, and then we start going ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. We probably are supposed to put them in the same lane. I'm thinking with Killmonger, it doesn't really matter, but if we draw Carnage or Venom, we're going to have wanted to put those in the same lane, unfortunately for me. We did not, so we are priced into just jamming the Killmonger here, which is fine. I'm going to yam it over here. You can't draw Venom. Right, discarded it. Do I have to buy LDS now? I don't think so, no. All right, I am going to play the card Null in the middle. Wait, no. On the left. Okay. Okay. X23 is... The deck was not real before X23. That is a correct assessment. Yeah, she never dies. Yeah, she never dies, right? She never dies. Ah! Jesus Christ. Okay. 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 Man, I am the worst Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit. I am the worst. That's horrifying. Yep, that's scary. All right, here's what's happening. I am top decking Deadpool right now. HelloFresh placement means we can't see remaining cubes in Conquest. Is that actually true? There you go. Yo, get crossbones, dude. Oh my god. Wait, the fucking called it? Holy shit. Issues that we have here include... whatever, fuck it. Fuck it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Ooh, it might not be fine. Might not be fine over here. All right, so that is... And then we go Deadpool again. They have infinite energy, but we have a Deadpool that is the biggest motherfucker to ever motherfucker. Do we come out on top here? I think we do. But it's a bit of a tough call, honestly. It's a bit of a tough call, I feel like. Their null is going to be fucking huge. Screw it. Screw it. I have decided that, fuck it, it's fine. That's my read. That's a big-ass null. I am not even coming close to contesting that lane ever in a million goddamn years. It is not happening. I am simply unable to do this. Wait, I could just play my null there. And then I'd be up 5. That seems sort of stupid, though, right? When it's just like a million times better to go like this. Oh, fuck. No! I'm so dead! I forgot they had a Taskmaster. He could task. God damn it! Steel Ranger! He could task. I see. Had a feeling that was coming. Okay, did you? Bare Feet Gaming. You suggested I play Death in the same lane as Null to be up 17. I don't think you had a feeling that was coming. Do you really think someone would get on the internet and tell lies? Do you really think? That's crazy. I forgot he was running the task too. That's on me. All right, fuck it. Well, I hope 12 is big enough. Hey, it is. What do you know? All right. Iron Lad is either X-23 or Killmonger. That does not strike me as particularly useful. But it is just 6 points. It is just 6 points. Ooh, that's the interesting one. That's the interesting one here. So they have the extra energy. I don't know if I can win this. We feel pretty dead. But, okay, counterpoint. I want to get out of this game. Dude? Ooh, shit. I didn't even know they had a Zola. We had not seen that the entire time. What do you know? Let's play her first. Actually, with this hand, there's no reason not to hold, I think. Intriguing. I think here is where I do play them out. And we play all four in case the card No, we don't play all four. Hold on. We don't play all four. Nova first. It doesn't matter between those two. There's a world where maybe we were supposed to go for the fucking insanely stupid Nova Deathstrike play, or Forge Deathstrike play. But I don't think we ever really get to contest the middle regardless, because they're a Zola deck and we're not. So we're just going to use her for value here. This is just a value Lady D. And they're a Zola deck, so we don't really get to contest it super well. We can try slamming a Null in Strange Academy and seeing how that shit goes. Yeah, you know what? That's cool. Yo, I get extra energy now. Oh, so do they. Annoying. Now she doesn't do anything other than give me extra energy. Chomp. Please don't. Okay. Fair enough. 8 energy. Every card in my deck, except for Death, will kill off this Deadpool. Every card in my deck, except for Death, will kill off this Deadpool. Am I being too greedy and just be like, this is Venom or Carnage? It is definitely too greedy. It's a 50%. I'm going for it. Fuck it. Are you kidding me? You kidding me? This is just, I'm ripping it. Carnage is the worst possible. And that is the worst land possible. We might be dead now. Wait. Are we alive? Are they going to do another Zola play? They're so doing another Zola play, aren't they? This is the most Zola of all time, isn't it? All right. Hit X23 again, dude. No! We suck. Wait. Oh, yeah, we lose the tiebreaker every time, right? Oh, we couldn't get lucky twice. We couldn't get lucky twice. I'm gonna play this. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Does that mean I hold the Wolverine to always win it? Is that what this is? Is this a hold the Wolverine game? Is that stupid or is that Omega genius? I think it's stupid. Didn't you still lose if they hit X23? Oh, yeah, you're right. I will keep playing cards into that lane. And then, when they move, they will all die. What? What? Huh? They are a Deadpool deck. So then the bridge happens. Yeah. 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 Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right. So actually a bit of an awkward spot. I mean, like, sort of. Like a nominally awkward spot. Oh, wait, no, it's not awkward at all. Never mind. This spot's fucking amazing. This spot's pretty reasonable. Huh? Uh-huh. Carnage. Okay, so they have 8 energy here. Killmonger. We have a bunch of energy as well. That was actually the thing that made this awkward. Dude, do you know how badly I want to go for this rickety bridge shit? Do you know how badly I want to try, like, just killing the 2 side lanes and seeing if it works? So badly. The answer is so badly. This is the actual play, though. It's good. Alrighty.